Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are enjoying the start to your day. It's hump day. So, happy Wednesday. I hope that this week has met you and has carried you through in a place of peace and encouragement, that you're walking into each day hopeful and just knowing that you are loved. I wanted to take a moment to maybe introduce myself to some of you. Of course, there are some people that are watching this that already know me, but maybe you guys don't understand or know how I got to this point of the spiritual journey that I am on. So I wanted to share that with you all and to maybe answer a couple of questions that have been brought to my attention. So, first of all, I have had the ability to see spirit since I was a small child. Um, I've always been able to sense them, but seeing them with my physical eyes doesn't occur as much as often anymore. However, I will always sense the energy of spirit if I'm in a setting where they are, or if they want to communicate with me. Growing up Catholic, however, I really struggled with putting it to words. Now, I grew up in a community wonderfully that is very accepting of the other side. We, as Garifuna people from Belize and Central America, always had a connection, have a connection with our ancestors. We understand the value of them being in our lives, and we give them great, great respect because of that, because they are on the other side helping us, guiding us, encouraging us, teaching us still, even though they're not in their physical bodies. With that being said, I found myself conflicted because here I had a culture that supported um, a relationship with ancestors and spirits, yet growing up Catholic, there was the teaching of this is not good, this is evil, and so I kind of got to a place, especially as a preteen and a teenager, where I just prayed it away. I was having these experiences, they were frightening to me. I questioned if I was something was wrong with me. So I prayed it away. Uh, the dreams didn't stop because I always had premonitions, warning dreams. I would dream babies for family members and friends. I would dream just of things that were going on in my life and guided in those dreams as to how to address those situations. But I never really spoke with too many people about it. As many of you know, my mother passed away March of last year, and she was someone I could always share my dreams with and, my experiences, and she was all ears. She loved hearing it. She also had some abilities, as many of my family members do. But, losing her, I should say, really was the catalyst for me to opening my mind up again to my abilities and asking God, what do I do with this? Why do I have this? And it came to me in a dream. Shortly after asking those questions, maybe about a week or so after my mom passed, I started having premonitions again, and I started having spirit visitors who were guiding me. And these are people I've never seen in my entire life. I don't know who they are, or I didn't know who they were at that time. I now understand them to be spirit guides and ancestors who gave me the okay. They said, walk into this, accept it, and help yourself heal and help others heal. And so once I agreed to that, things really started to open up. I was introduced to two wonderful um, psychic medium mentors who kind of taught me how to channel my energy and how to interpret the information that I was receiving. One being Lillian Suarez, who was the first, and she was great. And then another one being Alan Wellman, who also was just a wonderful, both of them are just wonderful examples of how far you can go in your own way to helping others with these abilities. Um, and so in addition to that, I've also had my Christian family who have wonderfully just allowed me to feel safe sharing this beautiful, beautiful gift. I have been blessed with a mentor. I consider her a mentor, Reverend Carolyn Habersham, who I reluctantly shared this ability with, and she just gave me such kind words, such beautiful perspective to not be afraid to walk into what you believe God has given you. And I'm thankful for that too. Let's see, where am I here? So, okay, let's talk about questions. There's a few people that have brought to my attention that, based on their religious beliefs, that what I'm doing may be not Christian enough. Okay, I did this, Christian. And that's okay. If that's how you feel, it's not for me to convince anyone to get a reading from me or anyone else. It's not my position to sway anyone or, cajole anyone. That's not why I'm here. I'm here for the people that understand that there is a spiritual connection through God to the other side, and that greater than this physical body is our soul. So we're humans, souls having a physical experience. And that's what I believe. Now, if you disagree, by all means disagree. But am I going to debate with anyone about religious beliefs and how what I am doing is against whatever they believe or an abomination? Keep it. I'm not interested. I've already chewed, mulled over all of those thoughts, ideas, perceptions in my own mind, and I've come to the point of acceptance. I accept that this is where I am, and I accept that on this journey, I'm going to come across a lot of people that need hope, that need loving guidance from the people, their people on the other side, and that is what I'm here for. Um, and just as a FYI, I wake up every day and I give glory and honor to God for putting me in this space. And I just stand in gratitude all the time for the woman that I've become despite the experiences that I've had, the life experiences that I've kind of put myself into. Um, so it's nobody but God that has gotten me here. And I am thankful. Okay, moving on. So, how I receive the messages, if I didn't say this already, is by picture. I hear words, colors. They'll tell me colors, names. And the thing is, when I get names, sometimes it may not pertain to the person that's sitting right in front of me, but if you can imagine maybe being at a party or in any crowded setting, and a lot of people are talking, there's lots of different conversations going on. You can hear other people talking, you can hear other people's names. And so it doesn't necessarily mean it's for you, right? But that you're in the presence of so many that you will hear these names. My thing is, if I hear the name, I'll mention it. Sometimes it's applicable, and other times it's not, and that's okay. But I wanted, I do that in an effort to get it out there because that may be what spirit is trying to connect for the sitter. So that's something that happens. I also occasionally will get taste and smell. Um, that they would want me to bring up. And it takes me a minute sometimes because I can feel like I'm tasting something, but I don't taste it yet until they really give me the essence, the flavor of what it is they want me to connect to with regard to those sensations. Um, what else is there? They'll make me feel, how they passed. And sometimes that's important to the sitter, and sometimes it's not. So if it doesn't come up, from spirit, then I don't usually try to push it because I understand that there's situations of how someone passed that's too difficult. Now, if the sitter asks as a clarification, or if I feel like spirit wants me to share that information in an effort to make the sitter more comfortable or to make them understand that connection for whom they are there for, then that's fine as well. So that's also an example of how I get information. Let's see. Another thing that maybe didn't come up forwardly, but kind of as a hint or as a, a side note sort of comment a few times has been the idea that when you're around me, or if I'm talking to you, that I'm like, zoning in on what your thoughts are. I'm psychically seeing what you did last night, or looking in your wallet, or checking to see if your bills are all caught up. Guess what, guys? No, I do not care. Okay. That's not my business any more than it is my business to reach in your pocket or your purse and take your wallet out and count the money in your wallet. I wouldn't do it, not going to do it, don't care. Okay. I use this ability to help and to heal. I am guided by the white light of the Holy Spirit. And so for me, I wouldn't do anything in that space that I wouldn't do when I'm myself in my own day to day living. So you don't have to worry if you saying to yourself, oh no, she kind of crazy. I'm not listening to that. I don't hear that. I'm not like tuning into that. That's your thought. And that's cool because I have thoughts too that are quite funny. I crack myself up also. And I wouldn't want anyone to be all in my head trying to figure out what I'm thinking. Okay. So you don't have to worry about me getting in your business. Another thing I want people to understand is that when you come for a reading, um, bring an open heart. If you're willing to get these messages, I ask that you bring an open heart, bring an understanding, bring hope, and, respect. Bring respect because we all deserve that. Whether or not you disagree with anything that anyone does, at the end of the day, we all deserve respect. So as if I'm giving it as I'm giving it, I expect to receive it. And if at any time I feel like that is not what's happening, I'm cool with saying, you know what, peace and blessings. Let's go our separate ways because life does go on. I am a human, I'm a mother, and, this is how I live my life, to give and receive respect as a bare, very minimal standard by which to live. Okay. Um, So anyway, I feel like I've touched on a lot of things and I hope I'm not overwhelming anyone. Certainly, if a question comes up, you can inbox me. Some of you have my number. You can certainly shoot me a text and say, Robin, I was wondering about this. How does this happen for you or whatever? And I'd gladly answer. Let's see. So I have my card posted on Facebook and Instagram. If you or anyone you know are in need of healing messages from the other side and they're open, I'm available for scheduling. And again, I thank whoever's watching this video for taking the time out of your day. You didn't have to do it. So I thank you. I send you love. I send you light. And hopefully we'll be talking soon. Okay. Bye, guys.